Hello all and welcome to this review slash unboxing of the Matchbox Replay the Classics 80th anniversary gift set. So this one I found at Target. Actually, a friend of mine found it at Target on a trip to the States and brought it back up for me. Now the thing here is that while they go with the whole like classics kind of idea and it looks very old-timey with the illustration, and yes, these are all models from, before 1970. These are all relatively new castings. Not even relatively, they're like from the past 5 years. They were all released in the moving parts line, but the idea here is that they're cars from before 1970, so vintage in that sense. And the deco is made to be a bit pastel and a bit more old school in that sense. But these are still relatively new cars. So anyways, we'll open up. The way it works is that there is a window here, so it looks nice. However, there's no actual way to open this and get to the cars without tearing the sides, which I think is quite the flaw. I mean, in a gift set, it'd be fun to preserve it like this, but look, to open it up, I have to tear it. So it ends up being kind of like you either open it and get rid of the box or not. It's too bad in that sense. All right, so here they are. And we're gonna start with a look at the 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 302. Now they all come with a box to resemble a Matchbox, because the idea of back in the day was that the guy who started up Matchbox, he was married to a school teacher and had learned that the rules in her classroom was that kids can bring toys that would fit inside a Matchbox. So the idea clicked, and that's why they started by coming out with cars that would come with a Matchbox, so she could prove that, yeah, this fits, I can bring this in class. And that was the whole thing. So that's what they're going for with this. All right, so we'll get to the car. Now, these are premium. Because I'm thinking of like the Hot Wheels type of thing. In Matchbox, it's in like the collector series. None of these are metal on metal. This is still a chrome base. However, they are rubber wheels. So it's like the Matchbox version of Real Riders. And they all have a moving parts feature. So it's premium in that sense. And the Matchbox feature is like die-cast. So this, for example, the hood here for this Mustang Boss is die-cast. All right, now I'll show you inside. It's pretty awesome. There's some really, really nice tampo applications inside. What's a pity is that we can't really see it too well. I guess you could see it, right? You see it there? It's very detailed. They really went all out with that, and that's cool. So here's a look at the headlights. We got the really, really nice Mustang symbol here. And like some really fine colors. Look at that. It's really, really well done. Really well done. The only thing that's too bad is there's that gap here. And you even see like through the car at the bottom. It's too bad. But that's the only thing. Aside from that, I'm fine. I don't even mind that. Like, I'm totally fine with the chrome base. Also, to me, it gives it kind of like it does give it a bit of a classic feel, having the chrome there. All right, here's the back. Looking great as well. It's Mustang right in here. And I like the colors too. They do hearken to a more classic kind of Norman Rockwell aesthetic. In this case, it's a matte beige. All right, so here's our Mustang Boss. Looking good. I'm gonna put it here. There you go. Next car. The box is here, number 2. Yes, it is the 1963 Ford F100. And here it is. And yeah, this is also moving parts. The moving parts feature is the hood. However, sadly, as you can see here, it's very unsightly. That gap is very unsightly. That's the word. Let's see. You open up like this. Oh, it stays up. If you apply some pressure, it will stay up. Now, there is some really, really nice. Yeah, you see it. There you go. Look at that. Look at that nice painted detail on the engine. Like I said, very premium feeling. Very premium feeling. It looks great. Just bad you can't see it too well. I wish I could open it up a bit more, but I get it. We do have the logo here in the front. Looking great. You can have some, where was it? Yeah, right here. Look at that precise little tempo here. Ford 100. Nice headlights here. nicely printed. Even, look at that. Really nice, crisp license plate, both in front and in the back. Oh, and that back's awesome. Look at that. That's old school. Really cool. So yeah, looking really good. Like I said, the only issue I have is the fact that it doesn't open too much, so I can't see a detail inside as well as I'd like to, and it does have a gap. Aside from that though, really, really well done. I really like the red. It's not as pastel as the rest. I don't know, it's just a very classic red. Looks awesome. Looks really, really good. Looks great. All right, now car number 3 is the 1955 Porsche 550 Spyder, and this is the one that I wanted the most. I'm not a huge Porsche guy compared to other cars, but when it comes to the more classic cars, that's when I love Porsches. That's to me when they really stand out from the rest when it comes to classic cars. Like I like them even more than 70s muscle cars. I really, really love those 50s Porsches. All right, so here it is. Once again, very crisp headlight tampos, just to show them to you. Look at that, looking great. You got the badge too. Here it is all around. And the moving parts feature for this one is in the back. Here it is. Look at that, look at all the details. You have all the painted details. Like I said, they really went all out. Looking great. I love the interior as well. I mean, it's not much going on, but I do like the, there's a difference between like the stick is part of the chrome base. So it kind of gives a variation, not a variation, but it's not just black in the interior. That's what I'm trying to say. This is awesome. Looks really, really good. Yeah, my favorite of the set for sure. All right, then we have the Divco milk truck. Here it is. It's a milk truck, but it was used for all sorts of stuff back in the day. Right, so it doesn't have a year, but this is a truck that was used in the 1920s. So of all of these, this is clearly the oldest one. And it'd be the one that Matchbox would have done. How can I say this? These would have all been contemporary when Matchbox released them initially, or at least cars similar to this, while this one would have been released as more of a vintage model type. All right, then yeah, this is pastel green. Well, this is one that I feel is the most pastel. Also the most, I guess, reminiscent of a old school toy back in the day, right? That's how I'm seeing it. And yes, the moving parts feature on this one is not related to the engine. It is related instead to the back. So you can open up the doors. Here it is. And there is 80 here, I'm guessing for the 80th anniversary. However, none of the other ones have 80 anywhere. I'm wondering what the 53 is here. I mean, the Porsche is in 1955 and it's 550. I don't know. There's lots of numbers going on. 53 doesn't appear anywhere. All right. So yes, lots of details here. It's hard to see. It's really hard to make out, but here, there's a tempo at the bottom. I think it's for Divco, but I can't see. My vision's not that amazing. All right, and yes, chrome base, they're all chrome. Yeah, I'm just making sure here. Yeah, they're all chrome base. I don't mind. I think it looks fine. Like I said, it kind of adds to the idea that unlike other Matchbox cars, these are more supposed to be like, instead of it being the car, it's trying to be an old school toy instead, hence the colors and hence the use of chrome as a base. So I kind of get the theme and I don't mind it. I think that's very, very fine. Yeah, overall, I like this. What I don't like too much is the way that this was. I don't know if it's the car itself, then fine. I'm just ignorant. But I find this line going across a bit unseemly. But like I said, that seems to be just part of, I don't know if it's how the casting was built or just a detail that is present on the real truck. If that's the case, then hey, no complaints then. All right, this is it. It's my least favorite, but it's also the one that I feel is the more, I guess, appropriate for like a theme of old school toys, especially since this one is the oldest, not oldest casting, but it's a casting representing an older car than the rest in that sense. All right, so this is it. Overall, I believe this was 30 USD. Might be wrong on that, but with, this all being very premium feeling, having the rubber wheels. This is basically the same as if buying a collector's series, so that the price matches up. And overall, I think it's a very, very good set. And if you like what you're seeing, then yeah, I don't think you'll be disappointed. If every day gets set and you want to talk about it, by all means, let me know what you think about it in the comments. And on this note, I wish you all a lovely day. All right, bye.